Hey, it's Brian with Old Man New Tech coming at you from a frozen lake in Michigan. Today we're taking a look at the W-King D10 Outdoor Wireless Speaker. Now this speaker it has 70 watts of power, party lights, it's IPX6 Waterproof rated, and it's a power bank to boot. We're gonna go inside, unbox this, and we're gonna bring it back out here to test it out and show you what I think, because this speaker screams outdoors. But first, a message from my old buddy, Steven Seagal.
This is Steven Seagal. I'm just reminding you that we gotta spread the word about Old Man New Tech. So hit like and subscribe at the bottom, or I'll come to your house and I will eat all your donuts.
Okay, so the W-King D10 Outdoor Wireless Speaker comes in a nice sized box with those traditional W-King colors. I can see a little bit of the details on the front here, but hey, let's see what's inside this box. Ooh, all right. Now here's everything that comes with the W-King D10 speakers. And you can see I kind of got this tilted back, and that is because the design of the speaker is such. It seems like it has a small base to it, but if you notice, this actually allows you to angle the speaker back if you're at a party and you have this sitting on the ground or on a flat surface low to the ground. You can project the sound up. It's actually designed that way, which is pretty cool. First we got our manual, and again, you know, W-King kind of does things right. They make things simple, and if I need this, I'll refer to it. Next we have our accessory box. Well, I've got a 3.5 millimeter aux jack, and this is actually braided. Very nice and classy. I've gotten used to this with W-King products. And I've got a beautiful, durable, braided Type-C charging cord. And we have the speaker. So I've got this tilted back for your viewing pleasure at home, but look at that, you can roly-poly it. Now again, it's got a smaller base on it, but it is rubberized on the bottom, and I tend to like to put it on the ground and have it tilted up like this. You're going to notice the real clear and easy to read W-King controls. I got power off and on, minus, plus. These will control your volume and your track forward and back. I have play and pause. This will also answer phone calls. And I have the equalizer button and the light button. This will control your little light show that's happening on the front here. Now on the sides we have these passive subwoofers in there. You'll see them rattle around in there a little bit. And they've got a nice sturdy plastic covering on it. Now if you remember, the X10s also have passive subwoofers on the sides, but they don't have this sort of protection, which will make me feel a little bit safer when I take this out in the open, outside, at a party, whatever. I know that it's protected. And on the back we have access to all of our inputs. This is a tight fit on here, nice and waterproof. And the W-King D10 speaker is IPX6 rated, which means that I'll be able to get it wet with splashes and whatnot, but you're not going to be able to completely submerge it. Now looking inside here, this jack is not a 3.5 millimeter jack, you'll notice. This is actually a standard microphone jack, and I'll be able to plug in a microphone for karaoke and whatnot. But you guys don't want to hear me sing right now. Now you're going to see a regular USB port here, which allows you to charge your devices. You know, this is a 15,500 milliamp battery in this thing, which, you know, gives you a heck of a lot of battery life. But if you ever get in a jam, you need to charge something up, I think it's about a 2 amp output, so it's not going to blow your device away, but you will be able to charge on the go. Let's say I don't want a Bluetooth to the speaker. I've got plenty of options here. There's a TF slot down here. You can see that it's really small down here at the bottom, right below the aux jack. And I can also load in a small micro SD card, slide it in there, and boom, I've got plenty of music and I don't need to use the Bluetooth. And then finally, I've got my USB-C jack. Now let's get this synced up. All right, we're back. We got unboxed and I synced it up to my iPhone, which was pretty easy. You just turn it on and basically hit D10 and it syncs right up just like that. So we're gonna turn it on. You'll hear that tone. That's the confirmation tone that we're all synced up. And first, let's see how this sounds outdoors. All right, so we're gonna play some royalty-free music so we don't anger the YouTube gods. Whoa. glad it's not knocking my hat off right now. And what you're going to notice with the W-King products in general is that they have separate volume control from your device and from the unit itself. So what I tend to do is turn the volume up all the way so you hear that piano key kick in, and then I can control the volume from this. Okay, so I'm going to leave my phone with you guys right here. We're going to check out the range. Okay, so I have it out on the lake right now, and that is a good, I want to say about 150 feet away to where it's just about breaking up. So I'm right on the edge of the range, and that's Bluetooth 5.0. So you know it's got decent range, which will allow you to walk around the house, position your device somewhere, and be able to enjoy a party or whatever without having to worry about the Bluetooth speaker itself constantly breaking up. Okay, so we got the D10 out on the lake right now. I've got her at full volume. It's about 70 watts, very loud. It's one of the loudest W-King speakers that I've reviewed to date. Now I'm loving the bass. I think it's a great outdoor speaker. It's tough, it's well built. I'm not afraid to set it out in the snow. I'm not afraid of it getting wet. And it's got good range. I mean, I have my source device back here on land while I have the speaker out on the lake. All right, so we're back in from the cold, and we're just gonna round out this review on the W-King D10 Outdoor Party Speaker. And as you can see, I got the lights still on here. They're kind of cool to look at, and you'll notice the two drivers in there, but there are also two active tweeters, and we have, again, our passive radiators on both ends, which gives you a well-rounded, deep, rich sound, 70 watts of power. I've got a 15,600 milliamp battery inside this, which gives it a pretty hefty weight of about 6.5 pounds. Now you're going to want to know this out of the box, because out of the box its default setting is its indoor setting, which gives it a real thumpy bass, but sometimes that bass can make the sound a little bit mushy, and when you're dealing with 70 watts of power coming out of this one box and you're indoors, you want to be able to have some clarity to that sound. So I hit this little equalizer button on here one time, and it just it made a beautifully tonally perfect sound. I mean, crisp, clear tones, nice mid-ranges, and still powerful bass. And as you'll notice here, my power level is indicated here with these little LEDs, and I'm down to 2 out of 3. That gives me about 2/3 power left. And some of the materials claim that the speaker lasts 72 hours. Really, I mean, you'd have to be playing it really at a low volume to get that sort of length out of this battery. I'd say you're at a good 30 hours, 35 hours at like a mid-range volume. And also what's nice, if I do start running low on power and I want to kill the lights, I just hit that button right there, turns the lights right off. Again, the construction quality on this thing, it is built like a tank. It's really, it's got like a metal mesh gridding on the front. It's got nice hard plastic. This handle, I know W-King had a hard handle on a previous model that I reviewed on this channel, and it was kind of, the handle did not fill you with confidence. It lasted fine, but this is really rock solid. Now, as far as price goes, the W-King is priced to move right now. I'll shoot a link down below if you want to check out the latest price, but I can tell you right now, they've got some sort of coupon and it knocks like 25 bucks or 20% off or 10% off, but you can get the W-King 70 watt outdoor Bluetooth wireless party speaker for under 100 bucks. And I tell you what, at that sort of price point, you really want to check it out. Listen, W-King sent this speaker to me, and I wanted to make sure that I give you guys my honest opinion about what I'm reviewing here. So I'll give you the pros and the cons. The pros, it's really loud, great sound, and I really enjoy and dig these devices because they're tough, they're built to last, and you're gonna have a lot of fun throwing this in your car, going on a trip somewhere and pulling out this music, and you've really got a lot going on here. You've got a microphone input, so if you wanted to do karaoke, you can do that. You got lots of sources for playing your music. You've got a TF card, you've got your aux jack on the back. You've also got the option of having a power bank to use. It's got a power bank on the back port that you can just plug your device in and charge it up if you really need to. The party lights are a cute little effect. But now the cons. The cons are, I don't know why W-King does this, so they have separate volume controls on your device and then on the speakers. So I'm finding that I have to turn the volume all the way up on the speaker, and then I can play with the volume on my device if I want to. The other con too is the design may turn off a few people because it leans back a little bit if you want to tilt it back to aim that sound up in the air. But it does have a solid base. When you do set it on its rubber pads on the bottom, it's pretty solid, but it can rock backwards. And finally, my last con is, like I said before, this speaker is and it weighs quite a bit. I mean, you've got a good 6.5 pounds, and it can get heavy after a while. But other than those few little cons, I mean, this is a cool speaker to have. I think this will be my go-to speaker now when I go out on trips locally, or if I go to parties that need music, or when I'm just tooling around in the backyard. That's why I'm giving you my recommendation. So again, you want to see the latest pricing on it, head down below, check out the links, and also while you're there, hit subscribe, thumbs up, maybe shoot me a couple comments down below. You got any questions, I can answer them. But the other thing too is, if the products that I review are, say, a year, 2 years old, a lot of times I'll get some new stuff in, and at that point, look in my feed, see if you have newer videos on some of the newer products that have come out, because these products change all the time with their technology. And if you got questions on things that are a couple years old, I'll try to do the best I can to answer them. But by all means, check out my other videos on the channel, okay?
Hey, this is Brian with Old Man New Tech. We can't make this channel happen without you, so please hit subscribe and smash that bell down below. And if you're looking for product links, you'll find them there too. Thank you.